again, welcome to the Ref Show. One obvious talking point this week. Does anybody know what is a red or a yellow card these days and the difference between the two? One outstanding example, case study of a great divergence of opinion. I'm not sure if that will be added to by Mark Lawrenson and by Glenn Turner here, but we'll leave you waiting for that because there's no finer feeling in football, I should imagine, than creating or scoring a goal. And that applies whether you're a player or a referee or even a linesman. And there's an example here, or there's several examples of referees contributing to goals this weekend, notably Bobby Madley, informed Bobby Madley, Everton 4, Leicester 2. Yeah. 2 in the first 5 minutes, Glenn.
Yeah, he's had a great game. He's on a cracking run of form at the moment, isn't he, Bobby? And we've got to give full applause to the lad. He's having a great time of it at the moment. I mean, he wished the season was just carrying on. He's in a rich vein of form, but he's not on his own. Like you say, there are others out there, and I'm sure we'll give the others a mention in a while, Alan. But yeah, there is no finer feeling, by the way, to answer your question. It's great. I know you for him. There have been a few infamous incidents down the years where referees have given it that when a great advantage has come off.
Bobby Madley would have been justified in giving it a bit of that. Yeah. 2 advantages, 2 goals for each side, one to each side.
Is it me, or has he sort of just come out the pack in the last few months, or not? It wasn't a name, not a household name anyway, certainly, but he's, every time I turn the telly on, he's refereeing a game, which is good, because, as you say, he's doing extremely well. Players would love that.
A bit of a sticky time as well, early season, but he's come through that.
Yeah. Last year he's mentioned here for the wrong reasons quite a lot, but his consistency is there for all to see. It was obviously a great game, and you mentioned the notorious incidents. Many years ago, Mike Reid, and I think this was at Anfield actually, he was pictured doing this. He was.
That's right.
But Mike Dean more recently. We move on to another one, actually. As you say, he wasn't alone. Anthony Taylor, Spurs 4, Watford 0. That's the all-important first Spurs goal from Dele Alli.
Yeah. Great, another great advantage play by Anthony Taylor, but what a strike by Dele Alli as well. Talking of people who are banging form,
And Tottenham generally too.
Oh, he's a player, isn't he? As in, he's one of those lucky lads who can be anything that he wants to be. Yeah. But he's got that little bit of edge about him. So he was going to Liverpool, you know. It was all done. Absolutely all done and sorted. And Liverpool had a change of heart the next day.
Crikey.
Why? A change of heart over the fee or
a little bit change of heart. It was more money than the actual boy.
Crikey.
Yeah.
So,
well, they'll regret that. Yeah.
They're regretting it every single minute of every single day.
That's got to be on a par with the record producer turning the Beatles down, hasn't it?
A little bit. And the other thing as well, you know, because Tottenham have a little bit of a transfer committee, because I know one of the guys on it. And when they went to buy him, only 3 of the 5 said yes. Wow. When I say only, obviously 3 was enough.
Yeah. Can you name the guilty men?
No. But so it was 3-2. So I'd seen him at Preston quite a few times for MK Dons, and he just ran the game.
I saw him as well during the
fabulous.
The form there was absolutely terrific. Great goal and a 4-0 win. And Anthony Taylor scored very highly on the RefCam blog as well. Unobtrusive control seemed to come through.
Yeah, good.
Good news for referees. Not all good news, because we're going to come to part 2, and there was some controversies, but a debut in the Premier League for young Chris Kavanagh. From your neck of the woods, I think, in Lancashire. They always select this kind of game, don't they? West Brom against Southampton. Say, without any disrespect to those two, and for good reason. Now, I haven't got a note to discuss any talking point. West Brom 0, Southampton 1.
Isn't that great? That's great as a match official, I have to say, because it should be. And I say should be because I'm not sure it is with every one of the match officials at the moment, but it should be that you just come in, do your game, and go home. And all the headlines.
Nobody knows who you are.
All the headlines are about the players, and that's how football should be. Well done, and I hope that's not the last we see of him.
Although I think that's quite a strange game to give him, West Brom.
That could be.
Because West Brom aren't easy to ref, because they're very physical by nature. I think they're all 6'2", 6'3", every single player, and.
Yeah, I have to agree with Mark. When I saw it, and thought,
good luck with that one.
Oh, actually, that could go the other way.
And the manager can be argumentative.
No, he's not.
We're in pantomime season already.
No, he can be. He's got opinion, but old school.
When there's a new boy on the block, do players, managers ever try and exploit that?
Crikey,
Surely not.
Crikey, I remember my first ever game. The legendary Ian Wright. This is how the homework is done on people. Bear in mind, I was on the line. I wasn't even the chap in the middle. But we're walking down the tunnel. The players lining up, and just as I got level, and he put me in a headlock and went, "Is it your first game, Lino?" And they know, and they try and they laugh.
And that did that affect you?
Yeah, frightened to death of him. No.
Yeah.
No, not really. No, if I'm honest. I took it in the spirit
playful.
it was meant, yeah.
He's that kind of lad.
But it's reminding you that we know it's
we know it's your first game. Yeah.
I tell you what would have been interesting at the weekend would have been whether Tony Pulis had picked up on it, which I would suggest he had.
He wouldn't miss that.
And would have said to the players, look, this is like a big day for this kid, in inverted commas. So I'm not sure Claude Puel would have.
I remember a conversation with Walter Smith when he was at Everton about how much homework is done on the match officials, and particularly the assistants, because that was my bag. And he said, we do just as much, if not more, on the bench side assistant than the other two, because we can get to you.
Yeah. Did he get the chocolates from Walter?
And the great thing was that despite all of that and any psychological pressure, he came through very well. I mean, that's worth so much for a new... And he is very promising. I mean, I've talked to people like Roger Dilks, who knows him well.
He's been on the radar. It's not his first game. It's just his first game at that level.
Indeed.
So it's a very experienced.
It's still a big thing for him,
Massive.
Well, I saw him just 2 or 3 days before in the build-up to it at Huddersfield Norwich. Great performance from Huddersfield that night, 3-0, and he had a good game there.
Good lad.
So
Norwich don't tackle, so that'd be fine, wouldn't it?
No, but they score goals. 7-1.
They did at the weekend, didn't they? Correct. They went
unbelievable.
Yeah, they went mad.
Some other good ones. In the second part, by the way, we're going to go to Sunderland, Manchester United and Craig Pawson and the big debating point over the red card for Seb Larsson. But just so we give credit where it's due, your friend and mine, John Moss, Manchester City 3, Hull City 1. Uneventful game, refereed well.
Very good. Very good. I would like to publicly state, well done, John Moss. Had another very good game. He's in a run of games at the moment where he's not getting mentioned, and that's what we want.
But he is getting mentioned.
Well, okay,
now,
he's getting mentioned
for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You've been critical as well, Lauro.
No. The praise where praise is due, isn't it? You have a good game, he has a good game, he has a bad game. Yeah. That's the way it is.
Yeah. And without fuss, again, Mike Dean, Stoke 1, Liverpool 2.
Yeah.
Nothing to add.
I thought the Stoke goal, that came following an incident where Liverpool should have had a penalty.
Yeah, definitely.
Woodburn was fouled.
He was fouled.
Yeah, it was definitely fouled. That should have been a penalty to Liverpool. And of course, what do they do? Go up the other end and score.
But that hides that, doesn't it?
Certainly, I was just about to say that. Yeah, the fact that Liverpool went on to win 2-0, well, nobody reflects on that.
I would think Jurgen would have had a line or two otherwise. And to be fair to Woodburn, he's still a kid. I don't know if you remember, he looked at the defenders, because the defender must have said, you fell over, and he's gone, what's a penalty, didn't he? But it was obviously, it's too nice yet.
Referees can get lucky, none luckier than Mr. Stroud, and we'll come to that in part 2 as well, that extraordinary incident at Newcastle, which we would have heard even more about, but for Newcastle winning in the end. West Ham beat Swansea 1-0, Kevin Friend. Any observations, queries?
No, not from me.
None whatsoever. We're running out of gas on this show. And Bournemouth 1, Chelsea 3. Andre Mariner, very much in form. Cool, calm and collected, said Guy Beale on ref.
I want to give special mention to the assistant for the second Chelsea goal. That was an outstanding non-offside decision.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Hazard's got second goal for Chelsea.
Salute from a man who's been there and done it at the World Cup level in Glen Turner. So in part 2, do rejoin us. Don't miss this. Was that a red card at Sunderland? And do even former referees, agree on the subject? No, they don't, which makes it even more interesting. Rejoin us for part 2 of the Ref Show. We'll see you then.
You see, with soccer, everyone's the expert.
But always remember, there's only one ref.
And they don't get to become the real expert without advice from people who've seen it, done it,
And got the T-shirt.
from Little League
to the Premier League, from the Cowfield to Anfield.
Soccer referees need to be at their best.
And that's what You Are the Ref is about.
Take a look at our website for exclusive content from our team of highly experienced former match officials.
Don't be an armchair expert, Join up today at youartheref.com.